See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. See you later.
Hey there guys, it's Paul Archer from jonesgear.com, and this time around I'm going to review a Syma drone that's made for beginners. Well, let me tell you this, don't expect to get it for the camera quality. It's pretty shit, but it flies quite well. There's a link in the description to check the price, so you can decide if it's good enough for a first quadcopter that you can fly and crash over and over again without actually caring for it. Let's quickly see what you're getting into the package and then show how it records and flies. The box is pretty standard. Here's the manual. You might want to check this out before flying it to learn the controls. This here is the phone holder that goes on the transmitter, and it's pretty good quality, so your phone won't slip. The transmitter itself just won't come off. Of course it wouldn't, because it's tied with some metal wire. The controller feels pretty good at a first sight. We'll look shortly into the buttons themselves. We also have this USB charger with a very original head. Basically a claw that clips on the battery. And this is the drone. It's pretty lightweight, but the plastic feels solid. I think this is going to be very resilient. Can't imagine this will break easily. It also comes with already installed prop guards, which I like. They're not very solid, but do offer some protection at least. There's 4 soft landing legs and a button on top to turn the drone on and off. The controller feels very tight and premium quality, but I don't know why I feel like the ergonomics aren't that good. But that might just be a stupid complaint of mine. When it comes to the button scheme, it's not really the best, but you can get used to it. On top right, there's 2 buttons, one for flips and the other for automatic landing and raising. The phone holder is very powerful and sturdy. This is the simple on and off button, and next to it are the control sticks that both come back to the center. This means the drone has altitude hold, which will make the life of beginners easier. The drone basically has a barometer inside that helps it maintain its altitude, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has to stay in place. You'll have to adjust it from time to time. But surprisingly enough, this drone actually holds its position pretty well. I'd say it's quite stable indeed. It's also pretty good to fly inside too. A friend of mine tested it for the first time inside, and it was his first drone flight, and he did very well. This is what made me think that this has the potential to be a great learner for absolute beginners. But please just don't take it outside in strong wind like I did here. It was a super windy day, and this is a pretty light drone. And it's not very fast either. The wind blew it so fast I couldn't get it to come back. And that's the dog. If you want to trim the directions, in case the drone tends to fly in a certain direction by itself with no wind, then you have to press the left stick down, and while pressing it, move the right stick to the direction you want it to go. It's a little bit complicated and annoying in my opinion. They could have done this with some simple buttons. For example, these 2 at the top left are just for show. You can change from beginner to sport mode by pressing down on the right stick, but even the highest speed is not that fast. Don't expect this drone to be a speed demon. If you want a beginner drone that flies slow and steady and has a great camera, but also flies like a speed demon when you need it, well, you should check out this red drone right here. I have a review on it, and you can check it over here or on my channel. But this drone is about $20 more expensive, so check out the price of the Syma in the description. If you can't afford more, then stick to this video. Speaking about camera, this is not so great. It's nice if you want to have fun as a beginner, I guess, and if you've never piloted a camera drone before. But the viewing angle is very small. You can't see much in the frame. The resolution is also small, and the video is square 4:3. Although they tried to make the camera look bigger and put some random HD stickers around it, the camera is still shitty. Now, it depends on whether or not you find this to be a good drone. I would totally recommend it for beginners. Why? Because it's pretty damn stable. You can pilot it inside and learn the basic controls, and it's super resilient. The plastic it's made from is pretty good also. Other than that, don't get it for the camera. Just think of the camera to be like a bonus. Please let me know down in the comments, how would you use a cheap camera drone like this? Will you actually use the camera on it, or will you get it just to fly it as a beginner drone and learn the controls? If you don't really like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon, because I will show you some really cool drones in a future video. See ya later, alligator!
See you later, alligator.